So this is Danielle Linder's reflection on sexual abuse and reporting it, how to spot it, and as well professional boundaries and what happens when we go past them. So firstly, how do you spot sexual abuse? You can't always spot sexual abuse, but you can, notice some strange behaviors in students, that being something sexual that they shouldn't know about, or that being all of a sudden withdrawal, or maybe they were already withdrawn before, but there's no reason. There needs to be some questioning involved, and normalizing talking about it, asking the student what's wrong, reporting it. At my school, I'm in a small training center now, but I've worked in many different places, and I do know the Chinese law, and I have signed agreements that if I had seen, witnessed, or suspected sexual abuse, I must report it immediately, not to my principal, but to the authorities, because they're really trying to clamp down on this epidemic, and trying to normalize speaking to the students. So we do speak with students now about, that this is not okay. There's even some cartoons in China with kids singing and being like, no, 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 and all these other adults that they know that are trying to be inappropriate, and there's a big movement here about discussing it. But at my school, there's not an exact. My principal said we follow the law. And so what can happen if professional boundaries aren't set? If professional boundaries aren't set, then we get in a lot of trouble in general. But if I go over the professional boundary or the ethical boundary, I can get in trouble. If I do something illegal, I can go to jail, and there's nothing that can be done about it. No one will support me. It's against the law. So, and as well, you're an educator, so you have a closeness with the family that other people don't, and you can ruin an entire family dynamic for who knows. You have such an important role and so much power as an educator in children's lives and their upbringing for the rest of their lives. They might not remember exactly when things went wrong, but it could have been you, or when things went right, and it could have been you. So those and if there was a possible dilemma in my situation, there's been a few, and I've just had to put down because social media here is shared with parents, and I have parents contacting me at midnight. I just don't contact them, and then I'll have my TA tell them, well, she doesn't respond after a certain time. And as well, if I did see something inappropriate, I would speak to my principal about it and try to see if I could have a sit down with parents, and if parents were denying it, then I would have to go to the proper authorities. And so that is my reflection on this very important topic that needs to be normalized in discussion. Thank you so much.